Hey everyone, it's Michael GoosebumpsFan. Today I have another Give Yourself Goosebumps book review to do before I get into the Mummy series, book haul, review series, whatever you want to call the Mummy series. There's all these Mummy books within the Goosebumps franchise, and I'm going to read all of them straight through. And I'm going to try to get through them pretty quick because I've been taking a long time to upload reviews for like one book. It takes like 2 weeks for me here lately, just because I've been so scattered with so much happening. Here in Virginia, everybody's losing their minds, all kinds of stuff going on. But today I want to talk about a particular book. It's Give Yourself Goosebumps number 21, The Twisted Tale of Tiki Island, which is a summertime type of read. I thought it was a really good book, aside from Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, which we've just finished reading and reviewing. It was a really good summertime book to really set your feet into June. I can't believe summer's already here for 2020. We're already getting close to a little over halfway throughout the year. 2020, man. If I seem a little off tonight, it's because I'm tired and sleepy. I've had a really, really long day for whatever reason at work. This book was really good. It took me a few days to get through it. I really, really enjoyed it, though. I didn't really have any flaws at all with the book. It's not my favorite of the Give Yourself Goosebumps books, but the thing with these is that it's always a fun treat. It always has some kind of really good way of enjoying the book and having a lot of an adventure here. This is a really adventurous, fun book, which a lot of Give Yourself Goosebumps books are like that. It has a lot to offer, a lot of fun scares, a lot of just fun puns at times with the deaths that happen in the book. Of course, this is a choose-your-own-adventure type book for anybody who doesn't know what that is. You read a page, and you choose an option at the end of the book, or at the end of the page. You always, every once in a while, get an option that'll say, go to this page if you want to do this, go to this page in case you want to do this. One path might lead you to a very satisfying ending, which, by the way, I liked all of the endings for this book. I thought all of them were very satisfying. Or it could lead you to a horrible death, and sometimes a very funny death. The endings, every single one was satisfying in this book. I had a blast, and you can usually tell with these books how well done they are. They feel like R.L. Stine. I'm not sure if he wrote these books. I've heard that he supposedly did. I don't know if I believe that because these were also being released at the same time as the original series. I've said this many times on the channel. Whether he did or did not, it feels like Stine's typical work from the regular Goosebumps book series, which I love. I love his personable, silly, goofy type of writing style, and it works so well for this fun little story. This reminds me of like a 1950s type adventure serial type thing you'd see in the movies. It has a very, just an island summertime feel, like a vacation feel. And that's kind of what it is. Basically you, because this book is written in first person, or focused on a first person, something like that. Essentially, you are going on an island vacation with your family once again. Your mom and your dad. Your mom has a traveling writer, as for what I understand is what it says. The previous year you came to this island and you really loved it. It was really cool. You made some friends. One particular friend named Kala, K-A-L-A. And he was really nice and friendly, and they actually brought along, I think it was your neighbor, your friend, something like that. You had a good time hanging out with this person as well. And so you two get into an adventure this time around. You happen to run into your friend Kala. You're talking to him, and he seems like he doesn't want to talk to you. He just kind of ignores your greeting and whatnot. Remember, this is your friend from the previous year, so it's kind of like, what's up with this guy? What happened to him? And Kala never really kind of comes back around. But eventually you get into a situation where a shark tries to attack you and your friend that came along on the vacation trip with you. Not Kala, the other person. I don't know what her name was. I forgot completely because it doesn't matter. But you get attacked by a shark. And it kind of leads you into an adventure where if you go under the water, you can go to a little cave and you'll have like a jewel down there. That kind of leads you into this big adventure of like tiki people and stuff. Like tiki attackers with tiki masks and all that. There's crazy doctors in the book. There's all kinds of different traveling stories you can go through and have a really good time. I really dug this. I had such a blast reading this one this time through. I've never read this one before, and I had a fun time. It was really enjoyable, it was silly, it was over the top and goofy. Again, the puns, especially with the endings for the different deaths and whatnot you can experience in the book, the puns were so funny. I mean, they actually had me giggling a couple of times out loud. This book has such a clever way it's written. I really enjoyed that, and the adventure aspect is fantastic. You have everything from freaking volcanoes you have to deal with to, again, tiki-type people, skeleton pirates, all kinds of cool stuff, man. Ships underwater that you experience. So many crazy, over-the-top scenarios. Kind of an almost, and even the book itself kind of references this at one point, almost like a kind of, well, kind of like an Indiana Jones type thing. It does mention that, as a matter of fact. Indiana Jones is brought up in the book. Why is my throat acting so weird tonight? I thought it was funny too. There was a very clever little straight up reference to Goosebumps' Haunted Mask from the old classic Goosebumps series. Not like the Haunted Mask is in here, that would have been way better, but what we got here is the two main characters, you and the other girl that came on your vacation with you, start talking about the Haunted Mask in Goosebumps books, which I thought that was really fun. Not all the time does this happen in the Give Yourself Goosebumps books. When it does, I have a good time. I think it's a very cute little thing that adds some kind of fun to the series. It's kind of like a little bit of an advertisement for itself. Goosebumps advertising Goosebumps, R.L. Stine advertising R.L. Stine, but it's really cool. I like it. I think it works. I really enjoyed Twisted Tale of Tiki Island. I think it has a lot going for it. It's very fun, very silly. I don't have a lot to say about the book. It was just everything I expected it to be. Because Give Yourself Goosebumps is usually focused on being a fun adventure. It's not so much always focused on being scary. Now, there are certain ones, like One Night in Pain House, Curse of the Creeping Coffin, that are genuinely creepy. I mean, genuinely scary books. Escape from Camp Run for Your Life, that was a really good one. You have some really scary books out there every once in a while from this particular era, series, collection of Goosebumps. But you have some really fun, straight-up silly adventures sometimes too, and this is one of those. It has some creepy moments, but it's mostly a fun ride, and I really dig it. The Tiki aspect is really fun here. I think it's done in a very tasteful way. You know, Goosebumps is never really offensive by any means, so that's really cool too. I guess, you know, I kind of like offensive stuff sometimes, but still, it was a fun ride. It was a very insane, over-the-top, hectic nonsense, just almost like a cartoon type thing, like a Saturday morning cartoon. Like, think of like the Jackie Chan Adventures type thing. It was kind of like wild like that, which a lot of Goosebumps is when it comes to the Give Yourself Goosebumps books. So if you love, excuse me, that kind of thing, you'll enjoy that here. I think you'll really dig this book. But overall, I don't have much to say about the book. It's one of those books like Diary of a Mad Mummy. It's mummy-themed, it's Egyptian-themed. What else can you possibly say about it? That's really all I have to say to kind of advertise the book to you. I think it's a really fun time. I really dug it. I had a good time reading it. Never was bored. Not a single time reading this book. It's not amazing, though. It's not like my favorite Goosebumps thing ever, but it's a good Give Yourself Goosebumps book. I definitely recommend it. One of the better ones, easily. But I've always pretty much enjoyed almost every single Give Yourself Goosebumps book anyway. So it's kind of like, it's not really saying much, but it also is saying a lot, because it's really fun. But anyway, I also love the little golden speckles on the cover that kind of shine back and forth. But anyway, when it comes to the Twisted Tale, yeah, the Twisted Tale of Tiki Island, I want to make sure I got the title right. If I had to rate this book on a 5-star basis, I'd probably give it about a 4 out of 5 stars. It was very fun, very enjoyable. I was kind of leaning more towards a 3, but I think it was, again, kind of expecting it in the wrong possible way. It's actually really good for what it is. Fun time, enjoyable, like I said. It's really all I want. I just want to be entertained, you know, and I had a good time reading this pretty much the entire time I read it. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Twisted Tale of Tiki Island? I feel like my mouth is weird tonight. Like, I can't talk, I can't pronounce things. I have another video to record after this for my other channel, Strange Michael, so that's going to be fun. But now, after this video, I am currently starting the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Yeah, that is the first mummy book out of the Mummy series, which has many books, like 5 or 6 mummy books. So I'm going to be reading that and doing reviews on that coming up now. So stick around if you want some mummy reviews, because it's summertime, great vacation story and ideas. I'm very excited to talk about mummy books, because I love some Universal mummies, not mommies, Universal mummies. I can't wait to talk about stuff like that Goosebumps has to offer. But anyway, what are your thoughts on Twisted Tale of Tiki Island? Put your thoughts and comments down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you have to say about the book. Thank you for watching. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you guys today, and goodbye.